Okay, so week 8, it's on transformation and maybe rotation. Maybe it's just rotation. I don't know. Maybe it's rotation. All right. There is a formula to this counterclockwise rotation. So let's go ahead and figure that out, what the rotation is.
It was like negative y and
We did this before, didn't we?
yeah. Yeah, we did do this.
Yeah. So if it's
Negative
clockwise,
x. Oh no, okay, I got one. Yeah.
okay, so if it's clockwise, okay, just going to doing clockwise, right? Not counterclockwise. It is y negative x, correct? If it is 180, it's negative x negative y, okay? And if it's 270, then the same as, then it is negative y x. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So this is for, you need to copy this part down if it is clockwise, okay? So copy this part down so that we have it. Can you please do that? Did you hear me? And I'm going to give you the one for counterclockwise for all three of them as well. And you need to memorize this. Does he allow you to use like notes and stuff or no?
No.
Okay, well, you're gonna have to memorize it. All right, so you have clockwise and then counterclockwise. So let's take a look to see what the difference is. All right, so this is for a clockwise rotation. Clockwise rotation, correct? 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees. Do you see that there's some similarities here? Do you see 180 clockwise is the same thing as 180 counterclockwise? It's negative x, negative y, negative x, negative y. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Make sure you make a notation of that. And then similarly, 270 clockwise is the same thing as 270 counterclockwise. Y negative x, y negative x. Do you see that? These two, however, they are different. The 90 degrees, 90 degree clockwise is y negative x.
270 is the same?
270 is the same as counterclockwise 270.
That's negative y, and then clockwise is negative.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's the same as 90 degrees counterclockwise. This is the same thing. I skipped up. Sorry. This is the same right here. This is the same thing as this. Do you see that?
Yeah.
270, same thing as counterclockwise. 270 counterclockwise is the same thing as 90 degrees clockwise. And that makes sense because look. Okay, look over here.
Yeah.
Do you see how this part right here is 90 degrees? Do you agree?
Yes.
This right here, okay, from here to here, or actually I should go, okay, this is clockwise. Clockwise, right?
Yeah.
A clock goes from here to here, correct?
Yeah.
That's 270 degrees. Where does it get to? 90 degrees, correct?
Yeah.
So 90 degrees counterclockwise is the same thing as 270 clockwise, okay? Similarly, if I do counterclockwise, right, 270 degrees, from here to here is the same thing as, so 270 counterclockwise is the same thing as clockwise, 90 degrees. Do you see that?
Yeah.
270 degrees counterclockwise is this, or clockwise is the same thing as counterclockwise, 90 degrees. Okay?
Yeah.
Do you see the relationship there?
Yeah.
But you do need to memorize this. Okay?
Yeah.
And when you're drawing a picture like this, these are exactly the same. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And the reason why they're the same is if you draw a picture, okay? This is 180 degrees clockwise, correct?
Yeah.
if I go to 180 degrees counterclockwise, don't we meet at the same point right here?
Yes.
Isn't it the same?
Yes.
So these two are going to be exactly the same. So it's going to be negative x, negative y. If you look at it from here to here, that's 180, right? Isn't this going to be a negative x and negative y? Do you see that?
Yeah.
And if I do counterclockwise, if I draw the picture, it's still going to be negative x, negative y. Do you see that though?
Yeah.
Okay. So these two are the same, is what I'm saying. These two are the same. Right? They're going to be equal. All right? All right. Oh, shoot. I need to help your sister get ready for... All right. So then let's take a look at this. So you have x, y, and z, correct? You're going to be... Which one's x, y, and z? Is this one right here? Is this x, y, and z?
Yes.
That's x, y, and z?
Yes.
Okay. And you're doing this about 0.12, correct? So you have to find 0.12. So here's 1, 2, correct? So take a look here. With point z, they need to create that's not really a 90 degree. This doesn't look right. Looks incorrect. Okay, so if it is, and this is counterclockwise, right? 90 degrees counterclockwise, x, y, what's the formula?
Negative y and x.
Like that?
Yeah.
So if x is 4, 7, then it is negative 4 or negative 7, 4, correct?
Yeah.
If y is 8, 5, what would be the y prime be?
Negative 5 and 8.
Good. If z is going to be 6, 3, what's the z prime?
Negative.
So let's do that. You see this part right here? Negative 3 and 6, that's z, correct?
Yeah.
Negative 3 is going to be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, correct?
Yeah.
So from this point, it's a little off, I feel like. What's wrong with my pen? Come on. This is supposed to be in 90 degrees. Do you see that?
Yeah. There's like a little part on the question that says rotation about 0.1 and 2, or point P1 and 2.
Yeah, point P1 and 2. Oh, you know why? Because my point's a little off. Hold on. Point 1, 2. Here's 1, 2 is right here, correct? That's P, which means, what that means is just when you add these 2 points together, they're supposed to make a 90 degree angle. Do you see that?
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
Because when you rotate it, you have to either do it by the origin, which is 0, 0, or at a point. All right, x is, so this thing right here is z prime. Make sure you label that as z prime. And make sure you grab the color pencil so you have the 90 degree angle so you can see it. Go grab that, please. You want to try the mushroom matcha? You want to try it? Huh? I'm going to make some protein shake. Would you like a protein shake? Okay, then x prime is negative 7, 4. So x prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's x prime. And look at this. You see this is x right here?
Yeah.
From that purple dot to the pink dot, from the pink dot to the new purple dot, that should be a 90 degree angle too. Do you see that?
Yeah.
That's a 90 degrees rotation. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so make sure you write that. Next one. Y prime. So here's y, correct?
Yeah.
From this point here, y prime should be negative 5, 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's y prime. So then when you draw that line to this pink dot, you see that green line also is supposed to have a 90 degree rotation. Do you see that? So then you have your original triangle. So x, y, and z right here. When you rotate it, you should have x prime, y prime, z prime right there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
But the equation really helps, isn't it?
I think I did this wrong.
No, but the first one's right.
Wrong, like I did upside down.
Okay, well, we'll go back to the backside. Do you want me to continue or do you want a moment to catch up on number 1? You need to catch up on number 1. You haven't finished that yet. Grab your color pencil. Next question, read.
plus CDEF with vertices negative or yeah. Have a 180 rotation, have a 180-degree rotation about
I think this is clockwise because it doesn't say counterclockwise. Okay, so this is the original. Is this the original right here?
yes.
Okay, about -3, -1. It has to rotate about a point. Okay, so plot that point. That point is -3, 1. 1, 2, 3, -1. Correct?
Mhm.
This is A, right?
Yeah.
So all of these points have to go to A. First point is E, correct?
Yeah.
So if it's clockwise 90 degrees or 180 degrees, what's the formula?
Negative x and negative y. Or x and y is negative x and negative y.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. So then for point E right here, that will be +4, -1, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then for D, it is going to be a +4, -6, right?
Yeah.
And then for C, it's +7, -6. Do you have that? I don't know what that is. So change that. Correct? +7, -6. Correct?
Yeah.
And then for F, it's +7, -1. Perfect. All right, so then let's go ahead and take a look at this. This right here, go ahead and go grab that for me. Thank you. So E, this is E to A. And then to the new E, E prime, which is 4, 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. That's E prime, correct? Okay, I guess it's a 180-degree rotation. It doesn't look like a 180-degree rotation, but that's okay. That's fine. But everything else here is correct. So make sure you label everything, okay? C, D, what is it? C, D, F, correct?
Yeah.
And you have this triangle or rectangle right here, correct? And then make sure you label the new one. So E prime, and label all of them. And then you have this yellow rectangle right here, okay? Yeah. But once you have the formula, it's a lot easier. Okay, actually, no, okay. No. I want you to make sure you label everything correctly and take your time, and then we'll continue later, okay? All right, number 2. So you have trapezoid QRST. So let's go ahead and graph that. So 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1. R, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. S is at 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And T, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if you go ahead and connect them, this is your quadrilateral, correct? Or trapezoid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then if you look over here, what they want you to do is 280 or 270 counterclockwise about M, 3, -4. Hold on a second. This does not look right. Okay, I think I screwed up the ones before because I think what we have to do is we need to add the numbers there too.
That's what I originally did.
Is that what you did? I'm sorry. No, I fucked up. Sorry. So let's do, hold on.
Actually correct because the instructions said to just like add the point.
Let me see. What does it say? What does it ask you to do? What does it ask you to do?
A figure, or it's like.
Okay. But it doesn't give you the answer though. What does that mean? Okay, hold on. Let me see. No, I messed up. So this is not correct. Okay, so if it's 200, okay, counterclockwise 270 degrees, what's the formula? X, Y, and what is it? Is it negative yx, or what is it?
Counterclockwise, negative y, or y and negative x.
Is it positive y and negative x? Okay, so then for q from 3, 1, so your q is 3, 1, correct? If it's counterclockwise 270, you will get a 1, negative 3, correct?
Yeah.
But then you will have to add 3 and minus 4. Is that what you did? Which will give you a 4, negative 7. Is that what you have? Let me just check. Counterclockwise 270 for point. What is point Q again?
Point Q, negative 4 and 2, or 3 and 1.
3 and 1 about point 3, negative 4. 3 and 1. About point M. What was point M?
Negative 4.
3, negative 4. What is Q prime after rotation? There's more. There's another packet in there. You can take 6, man. You can take as many as you want.
Where's the cheese?
That doesn't look correct.
Mom, where's the cheese?
It's under. Pull out the drawer. The drawer, right side. We should not be adding that. That doesn't look correct. So the point 3, 1 center rotation is 3, negative 4, correct? So subtract. Okay, so we have to subtract first. Subtract M from Q. So then 3 minus 3 is a 0, correct? 1 minus negative 4 is a 5, correct? And the reason we subtract that is so that way we go back to the origin, okay? So you translate it, so M becomes the origin. So you have 0, 5, correct? And then when you apply the rotation from 0, 5, you'll get a 5, 0, because x becomes a negative x, correct? 5, 0, so we subtract it, then we rotate it, and then you have to translate it back to the original equation, which means you have to do 5, 0, and then add the 3, and then, okay, I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? So,
That peanut butter?
yeah, possible. Okay. Did your teacher tell you about the translation and everything? Like, how did he show you how to do that? Because I don't think he showed you guys the correct way of doing this. Did he explain it to you in class?
A different part of the
Okay, so you're starting with Q, correct?
Yeah.
If it's not about the origin, if it is about the origin, you just use this. XY is a y negative x, correct?
Yes.
You just use that, right?
Yes.
But this is not about the origin. There is a point right here, correct? You're rotating from this point. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna translate M so it becomes the origin. And how you do that is you subtract the M from the Q. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So Q is 3, 1, correct?
Yeah.
Minus M, and what is M?
M is 3 and negative 4.
3 negative. So when you subtract it, it's a minus 3 and a plus 4. Do you see that? Do you see that? So 3 minus 3 is a 0. 1 plus 4 is now a 5. Correct?
Yeah.
Now, this is now at the origin. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Because we transformed so that m becomes the origin. So you have to subtract the m from your point. Okay?
Yeah.
So subtract m, which is not your point, from your point, and your point is q. Okay?
Yeah.
So q minus m. Got it?
Okay.
Just be careful with the opposite signs. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this is your point. So once you have your point here, now you can translate, and this is counterclockwise, 270, x, y becomes y negative x. Is that correct? Right?
Yeah.
Because you're now at the origin. Because normally if you're at the origin, this is the formula you will use, correct?
Yeah.
We couldn't do that because we had m. So you just take q and then minus the m, okay?
Yeah.
Q is the point you're using. M is the point that you're rotating from, okay? So now that you have this, we're going to change this and we're going to rotate it, which then becomes 5, comma, just 0, correct?
Yeah.
But that's not our answer. Okay, now you have to translate from the origin to m. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're going to take 5, comma, 0, and we're going to add m, and m was 3, negative 4, right?
Yeah.
So you're going to add the 3 minus the 4, correct?
Yeah.
Which is a, comma, negative 4. And this right here is your point, which is q prime. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go back to this. So I did screw up on the other one, so we'll go back and redo it. Okay. So your q was it 8, negative 4? Is that what I said?
Yeah.
8, negative 4? Is that what I said? I don't remember. 8, negative 4. Yeah. Okay. So now let's make this a little bit quicker. Okay. So that's 8, negative 4, correct? Because I can't imagine how he did this if he didn't explain it this way. How did he explain it?
I don't think he.
Because I don't think he knows. I don't know.
Explain about this.
Okay, so then let's start with R. Okay, right?
Yeah.
Your R is 5, comma 2, right?
Yeah.
You got to subtract that, correct?
Yeah.
So R minus M, which is minus 3 plus 4, because they're opposite. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So then you have 2, 6, right?
Yeah.
This is now at the origin. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. If it's at the origin, you can just apply the translation, which is x, y, then becomes y, negative x, right?
Yes.
So your equation becomes a 6, negative 2, correct?
Yes.
But now you have the translate r back to m, correct?
Yeah.
So you just take this and you just add it. What was the original m? M was negative, or 3 and 4, right? 3, negative 4. So you're looking at this one with this one. Remember the first one you have to subtract, okay? Make sure this first one you subtract. The second one, you just add it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
6 and 3 becomes a 9, right? Negative 2, negative 6. So that's R. 6 or 9, negative 6. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, let's try S, okay? S was at 10, 0, right? Subtract M, and what is M? M was negative, the other two, opposite, negative 3, positive 4, correct?
Yeah.
Which is 7 and 4, correct?
Yeah.
Now, we're going to go ahead and do that to a Y, negative X, right?
Yeah.
So that becomes a 4, negative 7, right? Now you're going to add M, and M was 3, negative 4, so 7, negative 11. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I want you to do T prime by yourself, and then I want you to plot it here for me, please. Okay? Can you do that? Okay, go ahead.